Greetings from the Johnson Sports Center. I'm Mike Stetson, Sports Information Director. I want to thank you for joining us for another edition of the Crusader Coach's Corner Show. Men's basketball team over my shoulder, practicing here at the Orrin E. Hills Center Court, getting ready for a big week as they will head to Alaska to open Great Northwest Athletic Conference play. The women on the road this week, Tuesday night tomorrow, they're playing over at Central Washington, and then Saturday they'll be at Montana State Billies, opening their GNAC campaign. With the Crusaders on the road, not much going on here on campus, but want to remind you fans, next Saturday, December 12th, the men will host Dominican, and the women on December 14th hosting the College of Idaho and the Crusaders women's basketball home debut. This week on the show, we sit down with Detwon Rogers, forward for the Crusader men's basketball team, talk to him about how he ended up in Idaho, and a little bit about the upcoming GNAC campaign. I want to thank you for joining us, and now it's time for the Coach's Corner Show. Welcome to this week's Coach's Corner Show. Going to have a shorter show this week with some of the teams out of town. But today we're happy to have Detwon Rogers, one of the star players for the men's basketball team. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
First off, talk a little bit about how the season's been going. You guys 3-0 and ready to start conference play.
Oh yeah, it's going good. We're at a good place now at 3-0. We had a bad loss last Tuesday, but we picked it back up that Friday. So we feel good about the conference season that's coming in this week, and we feel great. We got confidence, and we feel good about how the season started already.
Being one of the newcomers on a team with several new faces, how tough has it been to adjust to new players, new coach, everything that's new for you?
It's been very tough. It's pretty much a completely new start, being in a new place. All new coaches, all new players, a whole new system, a whole new style of play. It's just been real tough. But with the group of guys we got and the coaching staff we got and the community we have, everybody's made a big, easy adjustment. So it's really not as hard as you think it would be, but it's just different, and it feels good though. Sometimes different is better.
Personally for you, coming from North Carolina, people would think, okay, a guy from North Carolina, Idaho is going to be a big adjustment, but if people pay attention, you spent 2 years at Twin Falls, so this has got to be the big city and the big time life in Idaho for you.
Yeah, it is. Here is it's like Twin Falls on steroids, pretty much. Pretty much. I like it. I love everything about Idaho. I love the people. Well, I can't say I love everything. I hate the weather in the winter. I hate the weather in the winter, but everything else, I love it with the people and the community, with the life, everything. Like, so much stuff to do here, so much stuff to do, and everybody's great. Basketball, people love their basketball, and that just makes everything good here.
Talk about your game. You went to CSI, and then to Dayton. Sat out there because of a knee injury. Is that right?
Yes.
How has that changed your game, or has that changed your game?
Oh man, it's changed it a lot. I'm still trying to get everything back for being out a whole year, a little over a year, with that knee injury, and just being frustrated and not having confidence in my legs anymore has affected my game a lot, I feel. And the big thing is just getting back in the shape I was in. That's the big thing. That's just going to take time, and just getting that confidence back that I had before the injury, and being able to trust my knees and believe that they're fine, and I can just do and play like I did before. It's really tough. It's taking time. I had no idea how much time it would take, but it's getting there slowly, and I feel good with the progress I'm making, and I feel like it's just going to keep getting better and better from here.
it has to be nice to be back on the court. I mean, having to sit out and watch a team, and people know if they watch basketball, Dayton had a pretty good season when you were there. Is it nice just to be back on the court?
Oh yeah, sitting out that year was a heartbreaker because I'm so in love with the game. I'm so passionate about it, and being that close to it and not being able to be out there on the court and playing with the team is it was just breaking my heart, and it was constantly every day a letdown, and I felt like I was losing all hope pretty much. I kind of didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel because I felt like my knees weren't getting better at the time. So it was a deal breaker for me. It was definitely frustrating, and it felt like that 1 year was a lifetime because that time was going so slow. But I'm happy I'm back on the court now, and now every time I step on the court, I really don't take it for granted. I realize how thankful I am to be able to play, because last year is just something I really never want to go through again. It's horrible.
What was it that drew you here?
Man, it was just everything about Idaho. Everything about Idaho. As soon as the first day I left Idaho, I missed it. I missed it, and it was just something about that home atmosphere and that being surrounded by just great people that was just going to support me without judging me and just give me all the confidence and the everything that I need, that love and caring that I need to be able to play again and get back to where I was before. Because I was in a tough spot after sitting out for so long. I was in a tough spot, and I just needed that family and people that care about you to get me back where I wanted to be and make me happy again. And once Coach Scott called me from here, it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. It was like, I have to. It's kind of like a calling because I want to be happy again, because every day I was here at Cedar Side, I was happy. So I wanted to come back and get that happiness again, and I got it.
Big family back home?
Yep.
So do they get to watch you much, or is it just online, or will they ever get to see you play in person out here, do you think?
The funny thing about that, my family hadn't seen me play since high school.
Really?
So it's been a while since I played. But they watch me play online, so that really is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to try to get them out here for a couple of games in the second half of the season, hopefully. And they're excited about it, I'm excited about it, and they're looking forward to it, because it's been a while since they've seen me on the court in person.
Well, that'll be fun for them, and I'm sure people will be happy to have them, as happy as they are to have you here. Let's talk about the big games coming up, Alaska and Alaska Anchorage. A lot of this team, including the coaching staff, doesn't know much about the GNAC. Do you guys have any feel for what you're getting into this next week?
Not really. Only thing we have is the stuff that we hear. We hear a lot of stuff, and according to their record, they're pretty good teams. And actually, John Hawkins, one of our assistant coaches, he played here, and he tells us everything that he feels like we need to know about the conference and how tough it's going to be. And I think now we understand that it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be a tough task, but at the same time, we feel good about what we have and what we do. So we're more worried about ourselves and just improving every single day than worried about the other team and how good they are. So we feel like if we do everything we're supposed to do every night, then we can beat anybody in the conference.
Seems like you guys are going in playing really well, especially from Friday night's game. You shot the ball well, good defense. The turnovers were not a problem. It seems like things started clicking Friday night. How much confidence does that give you going into big games?
Oh, it gives us a lot of confidence. Turnovers and reboundings and the shooting percentage was a big thing in the past games. And the coach just held us to it, and he let us know that that's a problem that we need to improve. And we're not going to have the season that we want unless we improve it. So I feel like everybody as a team, we focused on that week of practice. And it showed that Friday night, and we was able to execute and cut the turnovers down and really just play hard and be one team. Everybody just played together. And we got some good shots, moved the ball, and because of that, our percentages went up. So it was a good game.
Your game, you dunk, you hit the boards, you can shoot the three. Is there any particular thing that you enjoy the most or you feel that you're best at?
Oh man, really, it's not one thing I enjoy the most. It's just winning. I love winning more than anything. And if, in one game, if I had to rebound the whole single game just to win, I love doing that. If I had to score points the whole game, I love that too. So it's no one thing that I love more than the other. As long as I win at the end of the day, I'm happy.
How demoralizing is it for an opponent? I mean, you usually are getting picked up as the 4 or the 5 guy, and a lot of teams, they haven't got a guy who's going to step out and shoot the 3 and shoot it as well as you do. We're trying to nickname you Downtown Detwon because you shoot that thing so well. How demoralizing is it for an opponent when you step out there and bury a 3 after a 3 after a 3?
Oh, really? It's a good thing for me because most teams aren't. They're not used to it, and they don't know how to really guard it. And I kind of like catch them sleeping because I'm the 4-man that can shoot it a little bit. But I feel like that's a part of my game that I needed to improve. And I put time in it in the gym in the off season, and hopefully it's showing during the season. And the coaches and the players give me that confidence, so it's kind of with that confidence I feel like I can make it every time I shoot it. But with the defense, with the opponent teams, I feel like it's something that's very challenging to guard because it's a dangerous weapon that every team doesn't have in my position. And hopefully they don't find out a way to stop it so I can just keep knocking them down.
Yeah, we hope so too. Want to remind fans, the Crusaders out of town this week, up in Alaska. Next week, back in town, hosting Dominican on next Saturday. So come out, cheer the guys on, and then it's Christmas break. But want to thank you, Detwon, for joining us. Good luck this weekend in Alaska. I know you got to go to film, so we won't hold you up any longer. You got a lot of work to do. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
The Crusader men's basketball team played a pair of games in the Treasure Valley this week. Tuesday night playing at the College of Idaho in the conclusion of the United Heritage Mayor's Cup series. The Crusaders fell in that game 75-71. But Friday night, back at home at the Johnson Sports Center, NNU took care of business, beating Eastern Oregon 87-71 in their final tune-up before GNAC play this coming weekend. Buna Njai led the way for the Crusaders, scoring 24 points and grabbing 8 boards in the victory.